अव्यक्ति परिवार में
Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today is day 7.
अपनी श्रेष्ठ
Now,
मानवता
do service with your elevated state of the mind
सेवा करो
and your subtle attitude.
टॉपिक है
And today's topic is
कर्म और
qualities,
स्मृति
actions, and
आइए
elevated
गहराई से
attitude
सुनेंगे
like those of the Father. And now we'll listen to Mohini Didi.
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
हर रोज जब
Every day,
विषय पर हम सुनते हैं
when we listen
तो
on any topic, so there is a clarity that keeps happening, and when anything is
प्रैक्टिकल में करना
clear,
सहज होता है।
so it is very easy to do it practically.
अब जब
And now when
शक्ति की बात आती है,
we talk about attitude, we talk about vibrations,
श्रेष्ठ संकल्पों की बात आती है,
or when we talk about elevated thoughts, in that the first benefit is to the self, because internally it's like the more it is elevated, the higher the attitude is. Not only do we get internal happiness and peace, but also we feel powerful. Because if our thoughts are not elevated, so then the mind becomes weak. And when the mind is weak, then there would be fear, there would be worry, there would be waste thoughts also, because the mind is weak. So that is why our own mind, our own body, our atmosphere around us, in order to make it pure and powerful, so our own attitude works for that. Today, throughout the day, I was remembering this, that whatever efforts that we make, first we benefit ourselves. First, there is the attainment to the self. And then from that, there is service. Even though we do talk about service, but first the self is served. Especially these days, like the environment is there in the world. Whatever people talk about, what will be the future, what will happen when we go along, it is as if there's always a waste conversation. And Baba tells us that, my child, every thought and every breath, remember Baba, so it will be used in a worthwhile way. So this is our safety as well, because the old sanskars, or there is a karmic bondage, it doesn't take time for it to emerge. So we have to keep ourselves safe from Maya, always remain elevated. So then we keep on reflecting, we keep on churning, and always, constantly, for everyone, we should have pure wishes and pure good wishes and pure feelings. The avyakt signals that we are receiving from Madhuban, in that the homework that we have received for tomorrow, because Father Brahma performed karma practically in Madhuban, the vibrations of tapasya, his karma, and renunciation are merged in this land. We experience that. from Baba's room till
शांति स्तंभ तक
till the Tower of Peace, Shanti Stham.
बाबा रेगुलरली वॉक करते थे।
Baba used to walk regularly over there.
बाबा
Baba
हर जगह जाते थे, किचन
used to go everywhere. We used to go in the kitchen after food,
यहाँ पर ऊपर जो झंडा
and where there is the hoisting of flag, he used to go even there also. So many times we wouldn't be able to go there, but he would go. So Baba, as if how to run the yajna, he performed those actions, those karma. So it is the land of karma. So we also, wherever we stay, that place becomes our land of karma or land of action. So whenever someone comes in that land, on that land, they should have a good experience. Today, we have this Avyakti room with us. So this morning, some guests came.
बार-बार ये कहें
So again and again, they would say, we don't want to leave from here because it is so peace. We are experiencing so much love over here. So where we sit, where we do yoga. So definitely the vibrations, there is an effect of that. They experience it. So Babas, whether you call it Madhuban, right now in Madhuban, there are a lot of types of campuses. Pandav Bhavan was original, where Baba performed actions, and at the same time Baba, and the renunciation that Baba did is tapasya. Because to wake up at Amrit Vela, to have proper daily routine. So in Madhuban, it used to be accurate. So whether you call it of Babas or Brahmin family, the vibrations of tapasya are totally, they are powerful because there is Amrit Vela, there is every evening, there is everyone does yoga over there. As if you go, you will see that as if all the tapasvis are moving around. And there is renunciation also because slowly and gradually the campus should become bigger, and according to the needs, such rooms and homes should be made. But Madhuban has really, there is a history hall, there is meditation hall, and then after that there is the Om Shanti Bhavan that was built. So even now in Om Shanti Bhavan, tourists come like as if it's a pilgrimage place. There is not the same feeling at every place. It's a pilgrimage place. Only in Pandav Bhavan, these days there are bhattis for Brahmins in Pandav Bhavan. So they get turned for 200. They can stay at Pandav Bhavan. So it becomes full. Everyone has this feeling that I want to do tapasya in Pandav Bhavan only. Right now there is a limit to as to how many can stay. But when we used to live there, anywhere you go in any corner of Pandav Bhavan, the vibrations that are there of that place, those are because of three reasons. One is it is a land of action or karma bhumi for Baba. Second, Baba's tapasya. There was a person who was a big in detecting energy or something. So he said, if you have any problem, you can come to this place. Just take rounds, 2 or 3 rounds, and you would become healed.
ब्रह्मा बाबा वहाँ पर
because Brahma Baba over there,
बाबा तो बिना बाबा की याद के कुछ भी नहीं करते
Baba never used to do anything without Baba's remembrance.
पैदल भी करते थे चेहरा मुस्कुराता
Even
था
if he used to walk, his face
शिव
used to be
बाबा साथ
smiling,
में
Shiv Baba with him,
और बहुत बाबा का
and
चलना
Baba,
जो था
even his walking would be
मैं कभी कभी सोचता हूँ
was
कि
like
बाबा का
I
स्वास्थ्य
sometimes
कितना
think Baba's
अच्छा
health
रहा अंत तक
remains so good till the end
क्योंकि उनकी जो वृत्ति थी
because his attitude was very
कल्याण
elevated.
कल्याण की थी
His feelings were of benevolence.
मन वचन कर्म सब बहुत
His
श्रेष्ठ था
thoughts, words, and actions all were very elevated.
तो हम भी ये तीन शब्द
So
याद
we
रखें
also will remember these three words
तपस्या
tapasya, karma, and renunciation.
ऐसे भी कहते हैं कि जैसा
As
आप
is it
कर्म
is said,
करेंगे
whatever action
आपको
you
भी वैसा ही
perform,
करेंगे
others will perform after looking at you the same action.
दूसरा करता है तो कई बार हमें अच्छा नहीं लगता
If someone else does it, we don't
अपने
like it,
ऊपर भी
but
अटेंशन
we have
देना
to pay
चाहिए
attention on ourselves.
जैसा कर्म मैं करूंगी मुझे
The
तो
actions that I
दूसरे
perform,
भी करेंगे
people will also do the same
इसलिए
after looking at me. So that is
हम
why
जहाँ भी जाते हैं अनुभव
wherever we
करते
go
हैं
to Madhuban, we experience.
कि ये संसार ही न्यारा है
This is why everyone easily
ऐसा
experiences
लगता है
this world to be unique.
दुनिया ही
So it
न्यारी
seems like
संसार ही
the
न्यारा है
world in Madhuban is unique.
तो बाबा कहते हैं
So
कि
Baba says,
तो आप बच्चे भी
in
जहाँ
the
भी
same way, wherever you
आपका
children
कार्य
live,
क्षेत्र है
whatever your field of
आप
action
द्वारा
is, let.
आपके द्वारा क्या महसूस
So what
होता है
should people
संबंध
experience through us? Let the
कर्म
qualities,
और
actions, and
संवेदनशील
elevated attitude,
वायुमंडल
like those of the Father, be
वायुमंडल
experienced
जैसे
in the atmosphere through you.
क्योंकि जो भी स्थान है
Because whatever the
आपकी सेवा
places
के
of
लिए
Baba, whether you call it service
चाहे घर है
centers,
चाहे
whether
सेवा
we
करते हैं
live or we do service,
तो उसमें अनुभव
so in that
अनुभव होना
experience,
चाहिए
there should be
अनुभव किस बात का होता है
experiences of what,
जो तपस्या करते हैं
so the tapasya that is done
एकदम जैसे कि वो वाइब्रेशन
totally like through those vibrations,
अंदर प्रेरणा आती है
there is inspiration
कि
that
वो
comes
करते
within.
हैं
One
ये करते हैं
experiences,
मैं
one
भी
has
ऐसा
the
करूं
that I should also do like
मुझे
this.
भी ऐसा बनना चाहिए
I also should become like this.
ये भी एक तरह की सेवा है ना
This also is a sort of
उस स्थान
service.
से सबको अनुभव हो
From that place, everyone gets that experience.
हमें रहने का स्थान ऐसा बनाओ
We should
ऐसा
make
लगे कि
our place
रेस्टोरेंट
of
है
where we stay. It shouldn't
ये
seem like
बाबा
it's a
का
household, but it should
बाबा का
feel like it's
स्थान है
Baba's home. It is
ये जो
Baba's
अनुभव
place.
चाहिए
That feeling should be there, and it does come.
हम लोग जाते थे दादी
We
जानकी
used to
के कमरे
go
में गए
to Dadi
दादी
Janki's
बाबा
room.
से मिलने
We
गए
used to meet Dadi Gulzar. It was
बाबा की
so,
संस्कृति
there was such powerful vibrations.
जैसे आप देखो जब
Like if you
अगरबत्ती
see,
जलाते हैं तो
when
कितनी
you
सुगंध होती है
light an incense stick, so there is so much of fragrance through that.
तो इसी तरह से
So in
हमारी
the same way, our
श्रेष्ठ वृत्ति
elevated
संवेदनशीलता
attitude, elevated actions,
और हमारा त्याग
and
ये भी
our
सुगंध है
renunciation, this also is a kind of fragrance.
और उस सुगंध से जैसे दूसरे क्या
And
होता है
through that fragrance,
जैसे प्रफुल्लित हो जाते हैं
like
आनंदित हो
others
जाते
become
हैं
cheerful, they
ऐसा
become
लगता है
enthusiastic, they have inspiration.
आज कोई पूछ रहे थे प्रेरणा
Today,
कैसे मिलती है
someone was asking, how does one get
जब किसी
inspired?
चीज की प्राप्ति
When
होती है
when we
तो
attain
उसके बाद
something,
प्रेरणा भी मिलती है
so when we get attainment, when we have attained it, we also get inspiration.
कोई एक आते हैं कोई एक बहन
Someone
थी
comes. There
छोटी
was
सी
a
बहन
sister, she
वो घर की
young
सफाई
sister,
कर रही थी
so she was cleaning, and
ऊपर कहती यहाँ तो
so
लाइट
she said,
बहुत है लाइट
"Oh,
बहुत
there's a
है
lot of light here. There's a lot of light."
ऐसी
That's what
लाइट
she
से
was saying. So I
हमारा
said, "What
कैसा
kind of light?"
महसूस होता है
She said, "This is what I feel all the time."
आपको एक वृतांत तो पता ही है कई
You
बार
know
सुना
this
है
example. You must have heard it.
कि बाबा के पास कोई भी सामने
That
आता था
if anyone used to come in front of
उसके
Baba,
मन में अगर अच्छा विचार
so
नहीं भी
if
होता
they didn't have a good thought, even if they didn't have a good thought in their
बाबा के
minds,
स्वरूप को देख
so
के
they used to see
वो
Baba's
बदल जाते
form of light, their thoughts used to change.
और अभी ऐसी जरूरत
And
पड़ेगी
this is the need
क्योंकि
that is
एक
going to be there now, because on one side, people
श्रेष्ठ चाहते हैं
want elevated, they want good.
दूसरी तरफ
On the other side, there is jealousy, there is greed, there is attachment. That is a lot.
बहुत बहुत अच्छा सुंदर बगीचा
It's a very beautiful garden if you keep. So people will roam around. They'll say, oh, such a beautiful garden. It's very good. And some will have this, oh, why is their garden so good? Ours should be better than this. So they get inspiration also, but sometimes it might be jealousy also, or some sort of greed as well. So that is why it is the final time of confluence age. The Iron Aged environment or atmosphere is there. We have to establish the golden age. So we have to follow our rules. Our daily routine is totally different throughout the day, and we have to maintain it as well. But for that, we need power. Whether we are Shiv Shaktis, whether you call it, or whether you call it Pandavas. So our words, activity, behavior, even walking should not be ordinary. As if like anyone, if anyone sees it, so they should feel that they are different from us. They are elevated. They are doing some elevated task. So we have to make such an environment. It is very, very important. Om Shanti.
अव्यक्त इशारे
Avyakt signal. Now do service with your elevated state of the mind and your subtle attitude. Qualities, actions, and elevated attitude like those of the Father. Because Father Brahma performed karma practically in Madhuban, the vibrations of tapasya, his karma, and renunciation are merged in this land. This is why everyone easily experiences this world to be unique. In the same way, wherever you children live, whatever your field of action is, let the qualities, actions, and elevated attitude like those of the Father be experienced in the atmosphere through you. Om Shanti. Avyakta Murli revision from 1969. Inspiration of becoming an angel from Brahmin.
ओम शांति अव्यक्त
Om
वाणी
Shanti. Avyakta Vani.
तारीख है 11 जुलाई
Date is 11th July 1970.
टाइटल है संगम
The title
युग
is The Degree of Confluence Age and the Reward of the Future.
इसलिए पुरुषार्थ कर डिग्री
This is why you must make effort to claim the degree and not be issued the decree. Those who are issued the decree will be ashamed. This is why you must constantly check to what extent you have become qualified. This was just the main qualification that was told to you, but there is a long list. There is also the word full as a suffix to each quality, faithful, powerful, etc. And so, when you are full of everything in this way, you will receive the degree. All attain success anyway, but are you successful? Are you powerful? Or are you lacking a little of those? You have to check this. Those who are full in all these qualities will
अब
receive the
वर्तमान
degree
समय कौन
of the
सा है?
perfect Avyakt
अभी है
angel.
बहुत नाजुक समय,
All of you have
अभी
kept
आज से
this
चलने
aim,
का समय
have
नहीं
you
है।
not? What
अभी
is
सांस
the
बचा
present
है,
time? It is
अगर
now
नाजुक
a
समय में
very
भी कोई
delicate
महसूस
time.
करेंगे,
It is not the
उसे कोई
time to move
नुकसान नहीं
along
होगा।
with any fragility.
इसलिए
If
अभी
you continue to move
सारे
with
बुरे समय
fragility,
हैं,
even during the
वे
delicate
हर
time,
भारी बना
there will
देंगे।
be a loss
तो अब
as a result.
दिन प्रतिदिन
And therefore,
नाजुक समय
you
होता
now
जा
have to
रहा है।
become an
संहारी
image
मूर्त बनना
that
है,
destroys.
संहार
You
देने
have
से
to
पहले
adopt a
ध्वंस
fearsome form.
करेगा।
So now,
अपने
because
विकर्मों
the
पर
time is becoming
और
more and
विकर्मी
more
आत्माओं
delicate day by
जो
day,
इस समय है
you have to become
आपके ऊपर,
an image
अब
that
विकराल रूप धारण
destroys.
कर
What do you
मेरे
have to
सामने
destroy?
भस्म करने का है।
Your own
श्रृंगार
sanskars.
के लिए कहते
You
हैं,
now have to
एक
adopt
सेकंड
a
में
fearsome
गोलियां
form for your
तमाश,
own sanskars,
यह
your
संहारी
own
मूर्त धारण
sinful
करने की
actions,
निशानी है।
and the sinful souls of the present
कोई
time,
भी ऊपर
and
विकराल
destroy
रूप
all of
बनकर
those
दृष्टि डाले
in a
और
second.
उनके विकर्मी संस्कारों
It
को
is said of
भस्म कर
Shankar
दे।
that he opened his
विकर्मों
eye
और व्यर्थ
and
कर्मों,
destruction took
विकर्मियों के
place in a
ऊपर
second.
अब
This
विकराल
is the
रूप
sign
धारण
of the
करना है।
task of an image that
अब
destroys
स्नेही मूर्तियों
evil.
की नहीं,
By
अब
adopting your
विकराल
fearsome
रूप
form,
चाहिए।
the drishti you
विकराल
give anyone should
संहारी
be able to
चाहिए।
destroy,
अब नाजुक
therefore,
समय है,
their sinful
तब तक
sanskars.
अगर
So now,
विकराल रूप
you have
धारण
to
नहीं
adopt
करेंगे
a fearsome
तो अपने
form
विकर्मों
for your
और
own
व्यर्थ
sinful
का
actions
सामना
and
नहीं कर
wasteful
सकेंगे।
actions, as well as for
अब ये
sinful
समाने
souls.
की बात नहीं,
You must now not
विकर्मों
be a
के
loving form.
संकल्पों को
You must
या
become
विकर्मियों
the
के
form
विकर्मी
of
चलन को
Kali.
अब
A
समय आ
fearsome
गई है।
form that destroys
लेकिन
evil
संहार
is
करना
needed
नहीं,
now.
अब सभी
These
को
are
समाना
the
है,
last moments.
शक्ति रूप को
If
प्रत्यक्ष
you do
करना
not
है।
adopt the
शक्ति को
fearsome
एक ही
form
समय
even now,
तीन बातें धारण
then
करनी है।
you will not be
एक ही
able to
स्थिति में
confront
मातृ
either
संवेदना
your
प्रकट
sinful
कर
actions or
रूहानी
sinful
मन और
souls.
वाणी में
It is
प्रवेश,
now no longer a question of accommodating anything.
एक
You
बात
must
में
not accommodate
विकर्मों
your
और
sinful
विकर्मियों
actions,
को खत्म
wasteful
करने
thoughts,
वाला हूँ।
or the sinful
जब यह
activity of
तीनों
sinful
बातें शक्ति
souls,
धारण
but
होगी तब
you
क्या
have
हो,
to destroy them.
विकर्मों और विकर्मी
You now
वासनाएं
have to
जलेंगी,
merge love
शक्ति
and
के
reveal
जंजर से
the Shakti form.
विकर्मी आत्माएं
Shaktis have to adopt three
कंपायमान
things at the same time.
किससे,
One
अपने विकर्मों
is
से।
the virtue of motherly love on the forehead.
संहारी बनो,
Secondly,
जल्दी जल्दी संहार करो।
spirituality in their image.
कहाँ कहाँ
And
श्रृंगार
thirdly,
करते,
there should
संहार
be
को भूल जाते
authority
हैं।
in their words.
श्रृंगार तो बहुत किया,
Each word should be
लेकिन अब
such
संहार करो।
that it finishes the sinful
संहारी
actions
बने,
and the sinful souls.
श्रृंगार किया,
What will happen
लेकिन
when you
अब
have imbibed
संहार
all
करो।
these three at the same time?
शक्तियों के अलंकार,
The sinful
शक्तियों
actions
के
and the
अलंकार
sinful
और
souls will be
शक्तियाँ
destroyed.
किस कार्य
With the
करेंगी,
vision of the Shaktis, sinful souls will
संहार को
tremble in
भूल
fear
डालकर
of what?
असुरों पर
Of
नाचना
their
है।
own sinful
तो क्या
actions.
होता है,
So now,
जो भी चीज
become an image
वह
that
तुरंत
destroys
खत्म हो
and
जाएगी।
quickly destroy
निर्भयता और
everything.
विनाश की
In
निशानी
some cases,
अंधेरों की
you
झांकी में
forget
है,
to
भय
destroy,
से नहीं,
that is sanghar,
पांडवों ने नहीं किया
something
है।
while you are
पांडवों ने
decorating
शक्ति रूप
yourself,
है,
that is shringar.
शक्ति रूप में
You
दोनों
have put on
ज्योतियां
many
जलती हैं।
decorations.
तो ये
Now
तीनों
you
कर्तव्य
must
प्रैक्टिकल
destroy
और प्रत्यक्ष
evil.
रूप में चल रहे हैं। अब कमजोरों का काम नहीं है,
You each became a master
अब
Brahma.
कमजोर
You
नहीं
carried
रहते
out
हैं,
sustenance and
शूरवीर बनते
also
हैं।
decorated yourself.
अब मैदान
But
पर
it is now the
प्रत्यक्ष
part of
का समय है।
destroying evil.
शूरवीर
Together
बनने
with the
वाले
ornaments of the Shaktis and the
शक्ति के
challenge of the
सामने
Shaktis, which
शक्ति
activity of
स्वरूप को
theirs is
प्रत्यक्ष
remembered?
करेंगे
The
तो क्या
jingle of
होगा,
the anklets.
प्रत्यक्षता।
You have to wear
बल
anklets and
प्रवचन
dance
प्रत्यक्षता
on the
है,
devils. What happens
जितनी
when you dance in
प्रत्यक्षता
this
होगी
way?
उतनी
Whatever
प्रत्यक्षता
you
बढ़ेगी।
dance on will be
तो पुष्प
finished
प्रख्यात
and
करने
buried.
के लिए
The sign of fearlessness and destruction
तक अपनी
is
ही
the
तपस्या
jingle
को
of
पूरा कर
anklets.
देंगे
It
तो
isn't
सशक्त
that the
करने
Pandavas
को
have not
कैसे
done this.
रोकें
Pandavas
इसलिए
are
अपनी
also a
आत्मा
form of
अब
Shakti.
विदाई दूंगी
Both are included in the
सृष्टि का
form of Shakti.
अहंकारी बन
So
सके
all of these three forms are now being carried out in a practical
सकेंगे
and revealed form.
ओम
Now,
शांति
weak ones are of no use. Weak ones do not go onto a battlefield. Only brave, courageous ones go there. It is now the time to be revealed on the battlefield.